How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be playing Versus today, demonstrating a deck I've put together. Hope you all enjoy it. Um, I'll be making more videos sometime soon, making a tutorial on how to play and demonstrating other decks, the future of them. There's a new set coming out May 3rd. I'm looking forward to messing with. It's going to make two of my decks so much better, run a lot smoother. I'm very hyped for the set coming out. Once again, it's coming out May 3rd. It's going to be called Unbroken Bonds, and it's going to be beautiful. So with that being said, I'll be going over my deck that I'll be using today. I'll do that in every video just to kind of give you a run through of what I'll be using, kind of the strategy I'll be using, and once I find an opponent, hopefully I'll kind of be able to explain how they're strategizing. It won't be, exact or precise, but it'll be, an average of how they usually run their deck, especially when playing. Most people, when they play competitively, there's certain ways they run their decks, and there's certain decks that are more popular than others that you see a lot more, so you know how they're going to play. But other than that, I guess let's get started, and I will show you the deck that I will be running today. Alright, so this is going to be the deck that I'll be using today. It's basically based off of the Pikachu and Zekrom, the new tag teams. I run 4 of those in the deck. Zeraora, I run him for his ability basically, which I'll get more into later. And then Jolteon, the Jolteon line on here because he does damage fast, easy, and he can pick off the bench if needed. And the only reason why I have Tapu Lele's in here is for his ability as well, or just last resort. Okay, so these are the Pokemon I run to get the job done most of the time. Tapu Koko for his ability as well. Circuitry, or how you pronounce his name, what do you say? Exercatry? We'll just go with that. Yeah, that sounds good. But I just go with them because he's pretty easy to use as well. The Zapdoses, forgot as well, are the big fast hitters that they make the decks run so well, and I'll explain that in a second. So these are the Pokemon I'll be running in the deck. Have to have EVs to get Jolteon, so there you go. So basically this deck runs, I want to get my Zapdoses out as fast as I can. And when I get them out, I want to have a Zeraora on the bench. That being said, Zeraora's ability is each of your Pokemon that has any electric energy attached to them has no retreat cost, so I can retreat for free without expending energy, losing energy, and that's awesome. That's phenomenal. So he's very, very good for electric decks to be able to switch in and out of Pokemon without having to pay for retreat or use an item or supporter to have to change out Pokemon. And the reason why I need that so much is because Zapdos. Okay. Zapdos, he has this little lame attack, 10 damage, but if he was on your bench and became your active Pokemon during this turn, he does 70 more damage. So he hits for 80 really easy. That knocks out most basic little evolution Pokemon, the very first stages of them, easily, no problem. Usually they have 60, maybe 70 HP, so that will take care of them pretty much first turn. That is super, super great. But if I have something a little bit more powerful, and there I run these item cards, Electro Powers, and when I use them, my electric Pokemon attacks do 30 more damage, and I can stack that. If I have 2 or 3 in my hand, I can do 60, 90 more damage in one turn. I'm hitting almost enough to knock out a GX Pokemon immediately. So, runs a lot off Zapdos. Pikachu and Zekrom, they're my, I don't know. I use them if I have to use them cards, basically. So, they have a good attack, they can set me up very well, and they can take a lot of damage, 240 HP. So that's a nice part about them, but I don't really use them unless I have to. And then Jolteon, of course, easy, lightweight attacks. 1 energy, does 30 damage to one of my opponent's Pokemon on their bench. I can take out Pokemon from the bench that way. And Headbolt, easily 110 damage. And like I said, I can use those Electro Power items right here and stack damage. No problem. So that's really, really nice. But there's also another thing for this electric deck that goes very well, comes in handy. And this is Prism Stadium card, Thunder Mountain. And the attacks of my electric Pokemon, they cost electric energy less. So if I had that out on the field, this guy, he can attack for free right there, or he just needs 1 energy to do 110 damage. That's amazing. Or my Zapdos can attack for free as well. So that's nice. Being said, let's get into Tapu Koko. He has an ability that I use just to get energy to Pokemon if I need to. That's literally all he's used for. I don't even use him to attack. Nothing. He's just used for his ability, and that's it. And let's see. Tapu Lele. He is only used for his ability, but can be used for his attack if needed be. His ability lets me draw out a supporter card from my deck as soon as I place him on the bench, which can be super helpful if you're in a tight situation. It can save you. It can save the game. So those guys, Eevees are just there for the Jolteons. That's it. If I have to use them, then I have to use them. They have a little, boost dash attack, and it's pretty nice. But also, the awesome part about this EVGX is that if I evolve him and he has any damage on him, he heals all his damage and continues with the evolution, which is very, very nice. So that's pretty much the gist of the cards or Pokemon I'll be using. I guess lastly we'll do Xerxes Tree. Easy attack, 20 damage, but it confuses the Pokemon, or my opponent's Pokemon, which can be very, very helpful, And then a Cablegram, if it's used correctly, it can be super good as well. 100 damage easily, and if you're in the right situation, you can paralyze your Pokemon, or your opponent's Pokemon. Super nice. Let's get into the items and the supporter cards. I've already went over Electro Power. If you use it, basically your electric Pokemon do 30 more damage that turn. Super nice. Escape Rope, that's just an iffy kind of situation. If I need to use it, if I need to make my opponent swap out their Pokemon, I'll use this card. That way I can have an advantage instead of having to use a Guzma for a supporter, because you can only use 1 supporter per turn, but items, you can use as many items as you want. Field Blower, they're there for stadium cards or tool cards if my opponent has any good stuff out. I need to get rid of those fast. Bam, Field Blower out. If I need to draw out a basic Pokemon, this Nest Ball does the trick. I can get my Zeraora out, my Pikachu Zekrom, my Zapdos, whatever I need out there to really, really help me out. So that's really nice. Pokenav, it lets me look at my top 3 cards in my deck, and I may reveal a Pokemon or energy. That can be very helpful if I need a Pokemon or an energy that turn. I can get it out and save myself for that turn. Switch. I don't even really need this card in my deck. Later on, I probably will swap it out. But just in case I don't have Zeraora out there, I can use this card to switch my Zapdos out or something like that and do some damage. Cynthias are almost like must-haves now in decks. They kind of replace like Professor Sycamore. Pretty much, you shuffle your deck in your hand if you ain't got nothing good, and you draw 6 cards, you get a fresh hand. Very helpful. And then you have your boy Guzmas. Super helpful in decks, but he's a supporter, so you have to be careful when you use him. You get to choose a Pokemon on your opponent's bench and drag him on out. You bring him on out, but you have to swap one of your Pokemon as well. So you have to be careful how you use this, but this can be a game changer as well. Very, very helpful. Lilies can be very helpful, especially on your first turn. There for drawing as well, because drawing is getting slim nowadays, making your deck run faster. So lilies are very helpful. Faulkner should only be ran in electric decks. You get to search your deck for an energy, or electric energy, and an item card. Reveal them, you put them in your hand. Once again, can save the game. If you need to do that extra damage, use him. Get a Electro Power, is it what it's called? Yeah. And do that extra damage if need be. And then for your energies, I run just 12 electric energy and 4 double colorless, just because. Some people, they'll run less, some people run more. It all varies on what you feel like you need to run. So basically, that's the Pikachu Zekrom deck that I have made. I am still making tweaks to it. I'm sure it's not finished, but this is it for now. Alright, let's get into this. About to challenge a random opponent online. As you can see, I have a few more decks I'll be going into later on. So, yeah. hopefully you're excited to see them. I play standard specifically. That's just how I play. You can play expanded if you want. Over my tutorial video I'll be explaining standard and expanded a lot more clear, but for those who know what I'm talking about, I guess, I play standard. That's just how I like to play. Alright, let's look for an opponent and see what happens. Ooh, this guy looks like he's... Let's see what happens. Hey, I never ever win the coin flip, so I'll take it. Alright, cool. So this is what we got to work with right now. Guess we're gonna start off Pikachu Zekrom. Just because. Honestly wish there was a little bit faster way to get energy on this guy, but there's not. So be it. Oh no, he had to pull that out first turn. That is so upsetting. I'm sorry, guy. Usually I would use a Tapu Lele to get Cynthia out, but since I already have Cynthia in my hand, I will just go ahead and use it to my advantage. Nest Ball, I can go ahead and drag my boy Zapdos out, put him out there. I think I'll put Tapu out there just because. Then I'll end my turn. Hopefully he doesn't have anything crazy in his hand to just turn this all around on me, but he has, looks like he's had super bad luck to have to play a Rangaroo on the first turn. That's usually meant to be back here to be used. See, like right there. Steven's Resolve, yeah, okay. So his turn is going to end immediately, but he gets to search for 3 cards and put them in his hand. So that can change the game completely. Eevee Snorlax, let's go. I don't think I've faced the Eevee Snorlax deck yet, so this will be a neat little battle. We'll see how this goes. Since I know exactly what I need, I'm going to go ahead and use her to get a Volkner out, because I need a Volkner right now. Oh. There we go. Done. Thank you. So we're going to use Volkner. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See if I can message them back. No, for some reason I don't know what's going on with that. It won't let me message people back, and I don't understand that. But it is what it is. Since I have this Thunder Mountain, I can use this stuff. Super nice. Blitz, and this is how I set up stuff on the deck. Go ahead and set him up. Get my prize card. Colorless energy I don't really need. So now if I need to, I have Zeraora, I can switch him out, bring this guy back out, go on and so forth. If I need to, I can use his attack again. When I use it, I search my deck for up to 3 energy cards and attach them to one of my Pokemon. So I can literally attach them to Tapu Lele, and her attack, you know, it does what, 20 damage for the amount of energy attached to her and the other Pokemon, yeah? Yep, attached to both active Pokemon. And that's madness. So, looks like he played Tapu Lele. We'll see what supporter card he's going to pull out and go from there. He has Rayquaza GX, which is super neat. Wasn't really paying attention to how he got 2 energy on it, but that's okay. He's taking his sweet time. Hope everyone's having a great day and is enjoying this video. Guzma. Ha! Guzma. Why would you choose Guzma? I want to see. Want to see how he uses this Guzma. Seems resolve again? Alright. He gets to choose any 3 cards from his deck again and his turn ends. Man, I wish I could put that EV down, but I have too many cards on my... That's okay, that's okay. I could, 150, 180. That wouldn't really matter so much. 230. Sorry, I'm just trying to math, guys. I'm awful. I'll go ahead and put some energy on her, just to have it. And I'll just do this again. One, two, three. 2, 3. We'll see how this goes. So basically, his GX attack, how it works, the reason why I put 3 more energy on him, is his GX attack. So if this Pokemon has at least 3 extra electric energy attached to it, I get to do 170 damage to one of my opponent's bench Pokemon, which that can be a game changer right there as in itself. So this card, oh wow, that is awesome. I haven't seen Morgan played yet, so we'll see how it works on him. Super difficult to use. 4, 5. Tell me that he has a muscle band. If he has a muscle band, he can wipe me right now. He does not. Wow. That was kind of sad. Pretty sure I just won the game, guys. Let me show you how I'm gonna win the game. So, you know, let's just, for poops and giggles, let's just use everything that we're gonna use. Cynthia, blah blah blah. Get a new hand. See what we got going here. There's our other Zapdoses that we needed. But we're going to retreat this guy and bring him out. That being said, we're going to use his GX attack. And we're going to use the other ability of it to take her out. And that will give me 5 prize cards, which is everything I need. And that is how this deck works. Very good. Very smooth. Super nice. It almost always has a way to win and a way to get out. So, let's see what I got. Ooh, a pack of Forbidden Lights. Heck yeah. Love winning. Alright. Well, that's it for this battle. Thank you for watching, and until next time, guys.